John, cheers. Good afternoon, love you. Okay, Willymac. All right. I hate Willymac. All my homies hate Willymac. All right. Do I got homies that hate Willymac in the audience? Who wants a Willymac segment? All right, Willymac. All right. Who knows Willymac? So Willymac is this guy who produces videos that are kind of repetitive, in my opinion. I kind of got bored of like watching them, so I don't really take a look at them. Willymac, I think, was actually revolutionary for me. I stopped watching slop like this on streams because Willymac very, very rarely has anything I wouldn't get from like primarily consuming content and whatnot. And rather than doing the thing where we just kind of get like bogged down and just watch everybody's response to like this one thing, occasionally we'll take a look. So we ended up going ahead and having Willymac earlier this month. All right. So we had Willymac go ahead and release this video. Now, what Willymac was attempting to do was make some summation of the Destiny drama, which, for those of you that don't know, involved Destiny non-consensually sharing intimate images of different partners of his. This came to light on January 20th of 2025 when President Sunday and Beckett of Cope and Seethe released videos alleging a pay scheme that was being used to cover up Destiny's alleged sex crimes. 2 hours after those videos go up, Pixie releases a Substack article detailing that she was intending to go to court with Destiny to seek restitution for damages done to her. Later that day, Destiny responded. Many people found it lackluster. And then, about 2 to 3 hours after Destiny responded, J-Stock went on his stream and goes ahead and talks about how Cherry was also somebody who didn't realize her intimate recordings were being shared, in the sense that she didn't even know she was recorded. So, Willymac went ahead and took several weeks after he finished his last project video that he did to make this, to look into everything. I provided him with a document that I had. It was a little bit schizo. There were a lot of links, but he had the time, in my opinion. And what he ended up doing was releasing this video on Destiny called I Confronted Destiny on his channel. And in this video, Willymac manages to shit on Hassan somehow. All right, in an absolutely insane way, he somehow manages to find a way to shoehorn Hassan into this video as if Hassan was at all relevant to anything that happened with this.
Was Destiny's career over because of this? Well, if Tim Pool can frame himself as a patriot while secretly taking Russian money, Vosh can say Lolly makes you a pedo while having a folder full of Lolly, Hassan can frame himself as more credible than the media while reporting every story wrong, and Tyler Oliveira can pretend to be a journalist while just making up stories on the spot, then why wouldn't Destiny recover from this? Let's be...
See, it's not that bad, guys. You know, like, it's not that bad, right? Like, all the political people, they're all bad, you know, except for, I don't know, does Kyle Klinsky have allegations? What about, like DeFranco? Doesn't he do, like, some politics? Like, there's a bunch of them that don't have these allegations. Literally, Sam Cedar is out there going ahead and saying, oh, yeah, somebody that we looked at yesterday, all right, managed to go ahead and post this one. You know, I'm sure nothing to do with him being a radical centrist going after random lefties while pretending that he's still a lefty. But, you know, yeah, this clip. Yep.
I've heard this before from at least you. I don't know what moniker you were using at the time. Or did I say that right? Moniker? Monacle?
Hey, so
nomenclature?
You haven't addressed the factual accuracy of Brandon Tarktokoff's I am.
Look, I've heard this.
I'm just going to be real. I don't know. I personally think he was trying to figure out how to say a word. Okay? I don't know. But, so, if we go back to February when Willymac releases his Destiny video, okay, he literally, there is a whole segment within this where he's just talking about Hassan and like everybody else, like nothing to do. It's just, oh my God, what are we going to do? And then what does he do? He goes into basically talking to Lonerbox, getting this incredible clip from Lonerbox, right? Like truly an ecstatic, wonderful interview. It was something everybody clapped. Everybody was happy about it.
Pixie to try and confirm if she ever talked to Sunday review video while the victim was still discussing their options, and then determined their silence was bought over a tweet. No need to confirm anything. So I reached out to Pixie to try and confirm if she ever talked to Sunday or Beckett about this. Pixie has pursued litigation against Destiny. However, she did let Lonerbox, who she's dating, provide some details.
Did President Sunday reach out to Pixie one time to see if he could go live with this video or to confirm that the draft was canceled or anything like that?
No, he didn't.
It is so incredible.
Willymac didn't need to ask Lonerbox that question. Sunday admitted that he didn't do it. Sunday just admitted that he didn't do it. All right? Now, the rest of the video takes on the tone of, how can we blame Sunday for as much shit as possible? And then he goes on to berate Beckett. Okay? In what, it's just like, it's actually absurd. Willymac, I can't stand the guy. Okay?
At any point, did you try to reach out to Pixie?
No. But to be clear, this was a very brief period, a couple of days. I clearly did want to reach out to people.
Like, I don't know why Beckett even took this call. Okay? Like, I'm sorry. Like, who gives a shit? Okay? So Willymac puts out this video. Within the video, he actually, asks Destiny some questions. He gets a response on something. One of the main criticisms of this video was coming out of Kelly Jean and Lav, because in Willy's video, right? All right, he literally went ahead and published this stuff about Kelly Jean and Lav literally created a fucking Discord server when they heard about a video of mine leaked months ago. Lav was fiending, trying to get a hold of that video while shopping around pictures of my dick to people and begging to get a hold of it so she could distribute it to people. This is revenge porn in the truest sense of the word, so to see people holding her up now like some noble voice and all this is incredibly disgusting. What does this have to do with Kelly Jean? Because it was like just untrue. And what did Willymac not do? He didn't contact them. He didn't ask for comment. He didn't know what the story was. Curious. Right? So, we've been saying this. Everybody's been saying this. Everybody's been calling Willymac a rat. Everybody's been calling Willymac a rat. Everybody thinks he's a rat. He's terrible. Not good. Very bad. Okay? But, up until recently, there wasn't all that much to be said. Now, this plays into something we covered yesterday with this Yeet guy, right? If you go ahead and take a look at our previous video, this is technically an extension of that. Because we went over how Yeet, the Twitter account at Awk20k, was a rat. Because he posted a clip from Willy's most recent video. Okay? He posted a clip from the last
After
minute
almost a full year, I'm Alex's final
the last minute of Willymac's video, where Willymac, as a way to entice people to come and see his next video, he decides to release some audio that he's had on with Destiny from previous to his Destiny video. You guys know what happened to that audio. You guys know, right?
Working on my Destiny Part 2 video where I interview a lot of people, including him in it. We discuss a lot of allegations.
People accusing you of doxing, right? Because you're referring to Kiwi Farms. Ryan did this with Anna. And then J-Stock is doing this. Queeman is sort of doing this where there's DMs about you saying like, hey, I wish this person, has this person been doxed yet?
Yeah, for Anna, that's bullshit. For just like Queeman, I'd kill him if I could. I'd choke their fucking house and do it. But not for Anna, no.
That
Now
was
people
not an
like
effort to dox her, is what you're saying.
Yeah, no, what the fuck? Like, why would I even want to do that? Like, what am I, want somebody to kill her or what? Like, that's fucking retarded. I do want somebody to kill Jistical, though, or Lav, or Mr. Girl, or Queeman. Those people can all die.
It's taken so long to come out because there's...
Notice the cut? Yeah, I always wonder what's in between that. Ties. Like this one
I'm in the
too.
BRG Memetic Warfare Team. I'm spreading love ops across the battlefield. I'm turning your heart into a million beams of light. I'm flying to the McDonald's at the Bermuda Triangle. Yippee!
Thank you for the 323. I'm pausing alerts again. So, Willymac, once again, never informed Queeman, never informed J-Stock, never informed Lav, never informed Mr. Girl of what would be tantamount to saying that Destiny was making threats to their visage, right? And again, I, had my own beef with this when it came out, right? I went on, Twitter for my, once in a lifetime sort of thing where, like, I post anything at all. Like, literally, I hate Twitter, man. I will always hate Twitter. It's just not a place for me. It's not. I'm not that dog, right? But I did post under Willymac's tweet to this video, all right? Have you provide the interview where Destiny says I would show up at their house if I could with Pixie's lawyers? I think that falls under intimidation claims she initially made, which Destiny refuted. So what I was speaking of there is if we're looking at Pixie's Substack, the original Substack, one of the main claims, all right, that Pixie made was this claim within that. I've been told that a court case like this could potentially cost tens of thousands of dollars. I'm terrified. I mean, this guy talks about potentially suing Hassan, if for fun. And Hassan actually has resources to defend himself. I cannot imagine what he might try to do to me in the process. I wonder if he does this as an intimidation tactic. I wonder if he's purposely trying to put fear into my heart when he casually talks about throwing money into a lawsuit with a multi-millionaire who can fight back, as if it's an indirect flaunt. Warning over his capability of outspending me in whatever legal case I throw at him. At the request of my friends, I've been encouraged to link my Give, Send, Go regarding this case here in hopes that we can raise enough for me to legally succeed. Where she posts her Give, Send, Go at givesendgo.com/sue Destiny. Okay? And this is like kind of like something that is an intimidation tactic. If Destiny is putting these threats out there, the victim is like, yeah, I'm already kind of terrified that this guy has way more power than me. Maybe you need to walk a little bit with it. But ultimately, when it came to this clip, all right, get past all the awk stuff, there was actually a response that Destiny had to the clip. All right. And this post was from J-Stock yesterday, or the day before yesterday. Destiny went live and tried to explain why it's okay to attempt to dox and direct violence towards me by openly lying to his audience. I'm shocked he's willing to go to these extents without providing any evidence whatsoever that I support any of the issues he claims exists.
Just saw a video where everyone losing their mind that Destiny threatened to kill somebody, because I have like 3 communities on LSF that are obsessively upvote, downvoting all my shit. People are... I don't even remember this phone call. This was like months ago. But somebody basically asked me, I think Willymac asked me something like, oh, like, how do you feel about these people, whatever? And I was like, if you're somebody that is actively engaged in a community that is like spam linking revenge porn of me, revenge dox of me, dox of my girlfriend, revenge porn of my girl, like, if you're doing all this shit,
Once again, no proof that this exists. It's just an assumed function of the form. Just saying shit, dude. That's it. Once again, it's the old spicy chat defense that all Twitch poll ran on Chud. Detailed it before. We'll detail it again. It's the same shit. All right? Completely missing the point that at one point he was willing to give Kiwi Farms money to sue Keffels, who operates in those exact same ways.
Super don't give a fuck what happens to you, if anything or whatever. I think that was basically the gist of the question. And these guys who are all kind of like sliding, they have no audiences, and people like the fact that I'm even saying this now is going to be the next like 15 hours of streams for all these people.
Thanks, by the way, Destiny. We do appreciate you doing the most retarded thing over and over and over again. Because, yeah, you know what, man? I just want to sit here, have a smoke, and eat some crackers while I throw your stuff up, cut it into a video, and move on with my life. Well, good afternoon, love you.
Because they're like so desperately clinging onto anything that they can talk about relating to me. They've like latched onto this as like I'm trying to get them killed or something. It's just like fucking, it's retarded. But yeah.
Not saying the stock market doesn't matter.
Anyways, I do have to change the character. All right. So, anyways, this is something JStock posted. He went ahead and, you know, JStock continued with his argumentation here. I'm not making JStock's arguments. I want to yell at Willymac, but I do want to go through his tweets because they're good tweets. Destiny understands the techniques he's been using very well, as it was one he had to learn to describe because of how it had been used against him. It's a bit sad that he feels the need to employ this maliciously against myself and my friends now.
I call this webbing when I see it happen online. What people want to do sometimes is I don't actually have to know a single thing about you or attack anything you say if I can just tie you into like negative shit already. So like if I know that you're Red Pill and I know that Sneako's Red Pill, I don't know anything about you, but I know that you're on this podcast, so I can call you Red Pill and take you down just like I would these two guys without ever knowing a single thing about you. And a lot of people do that. I call this webbing when I see it happen online.
Right. So webbing is basically just saying, all right, how can I go ahead and discredit these people? Destiny's system involves discrediting people. All right. I personally believe when it comes to like Lauren De Laguna, right? Always was kind of wacky. Always was kind of doing some stuff. Duck, thank you for the 5. So when Destiny is over here describing webbing, this is something that he has used against other people. When it comes to Pixie, okay, let's go back to even Destiny's response, right? When we go and look at Destiny's immediate response, okay, moment. Legal art beginning in mysterious ways, such wow, right? What was one thing that he specifically did, okay, to try to actually discredit Pixie? On December 11th, I received a message from a mutual acquaintance named Lauren Hayden, known online as Lauren De Laguna, who has a legal background. Lauren has a negative sentiment. Wait, well, let's zoom in a little bit. Has a negative sentiment toward me after I rejected her romantic advances earlier this year. I understand she has organized the fundraiser to support Pixie's lawsuit against me and assume that she had been counseling Pixie on how to proceed. All right, literal webbing. That is like what Destiny does. He tried to tie these two together as his first defense on the situation, right? Very easy to see, very transparent, not great. And then JStock finishes up. People try to call me obsessed instead of answering any of the actual criticism I have of him. I am obsessed with covering this loser's malicious and sexually predatory antics. Yes. No, I will not remain silent while he defames and threatens me and other streamers around me. Just kind of the actual truth of it. But that wasn't enough, all right, for our boy today, Willymac. That wasn't enough. All right, that wasn't enough. Baldwin, no, I wouldn't be in the court case. I have no, like, direct proximity. Willymac, after seeing Auk go ahead and start tweeting some stuff about Queeman and JStock, all right, where Queeman went ahead and made some comments in this post.
Yeah.
And then was later called basically a lolicon pedophile by a guy. And then refused to talk to, despite, again, go to our previous video. Refuses to talk to a lolicon supporter. Anyways.
Minutes ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Destiny gets extra spicy when talking about J-Stalk, Lav, and more. And he quotes, I do want somebody to kill J-Stalk, Lav, or Mr. Girl. So if this was Hassan saying this, we agree this post would say, Hassan calls for violence against innocent poor Jew on... like, that's what it would say, right?
It would probably just include you, Lav, and Mr. Girl. I wouldn't even be included because I'm white. It would just be like Hassan. Curiously,
So
only
this guy's
once
like a
Jews
pathetic,
killed.
cocksucking hack loser, right? He needs to be like absolutely kicked into the dirt.
I think he just hates Hassan. But
This
I
guy
mean,
needs to
yeah,
be stomped into the fucking dirt. This guy.
If you want to say that,
filth.
he hates Hassan. He likes. Did you see this one?
Rape Creek on this fucking
Okay, all right, guy. God damn it. Fine.
loser.
Wait,
man,
hold on,
seriously.
hold on. Asmongold shouts
Just
out
fine,
Fuentes,
whatever.
Nick Fuentes.
I don't know why, dude. I just like every time he says Rape Creek, I'm just like, okay. Dude, Ico, they got Ico doing it, man. They got Ico doing it, man. They got Ico doing it, man. But anyways, I digress. Willymac had this to say. These two are so unlikable. Even when they're being threatened with their dogs, I can't help but notice how big off losers they are. LOL. Right? Now, first off, Willie, please learn how to fucking spell, you fucking dipshit. Alright? How big of losers they are. Maybe learn how to use prepositions and not talk like you're fucking like bred in fucking Arkansas, freak. Alright? Second off, they're unlikable? Yeah, they're fucking unlikable. Alright? Maybe you need to get out of your little shell where you think it's cool to let somebody say, I want to kill these people. Make a video that you could just include that shit in. And just put it out there, right? Willie, you need to release this video now, okay? Because I don't know if you know this, there's pending litigation, all right, that's happening right now with Pixie. All right, where one of the claims that she's making is that Destiny is threatening her. These are, I don't know how else you would look at this without calling it a threat. I would if I could. Like, why do we have to abstract? Okay? Hassan supports revolutionary action in a very weird way. Don't get me wrong. It's kind of dumb. But what is going on? I don't get it. I don't understand Willymac, right? And then Willymac saying, oh, man, we gotta stop this Twitter account reposting this. Willymac completely missed the part where, you know, he's basically calling Queeman a pedophile, right? But the one thing Willymac does have on his side, all right? Willymac, he's got Bo Blacks. He's got Bo Blacks on his side. You can just tell by the way they talk, they haven't been outside in weeks. With friends like these, like, do we really even need to give Willymac enemies? He's just a small bean, dude. Just a small bean. I think he's a loser. I don't like you, Willymac. I think I actually literally sent you as much that was there. I think I did tell you specifically you should probably look into the Mystery Report to understand what you were dealing with Destiny. That was too long for you. Because, you know, you had to go after Sunday. I hope video 2 talks about the system of abuse Destiny has been engaging in for over a decade now, Willymac. I hope that we engage with his repetitive actions, Willie. I don't really hope that much, though.